I call Barbara Kuriga.
Thank you, Mr Speaker, and I would also like to acknowledge Mayor Andrew Judd and Councillors McFarlane and Johnson who are with us today. It's a pleasure to stand and take a call on this bill, and the last speaker referred to parties actually understanding what their needs are, and I would like to make a comment that in getting to this point, and this piece of legislation that has taken many, many years to build, it's like doing a jigsaw. And I acknowledge the many, many parties, including the Council, the people of Waitara and Te Atiawa, who have all put some conciliatory efforts into making this work. And I just wanted to talk today about a change in conversation that might enable us again to hear the words of Wiremu Te Rangitaki, a 19th century Waitara chief of great influence and authority. As a leader of Te Atiawa, he spoke for the original owners of these lands. And Wiremu Kingi often wrote of his wish for friendly relations with Pākehā settlers, but he did not believe he should have to sell the land to achieve this result. Just before the first shots were fired at Waitara, Wiremu Kingi wrote a letter to Donald Maclean, the Chief Land Purchase Commissioner in the 1850s. Protesting the pressure to sell, Kingi wrote, "These lands will not be given by us into the governor's and your hands, lest we resemble the seabirds which perch on a rock. When the tide flows, the rock is covered by the sea, and the birds take flight, for they have no resting place." But war and the legislative confiscation of the land did follow, forcing many Te Atiawa families to become the seabirds that Kingi predicted. And those seabirds are still with us to the present day. So in speaking to this piece of legislation where there is many parts to the redress, firstly, the Council will vest over 40 hectares of land in Te Atiawa. Secondly, leaseholders will have a right to freehold, and they will finally be able to buy the land underneath their family homes. And I know from my own memories that this has caused a lot of grief to a lot of people, not only the local residents of Waitara, but the people going back to the 1800s. And I look forward to working through on this bill to get some resolution. Thirdly, the proceeds from the leasehold land will be invested back into Waitara. And I think that's important because not only Te Atiawa but Waitara and everyone have moved forward in this process. So I'm really pleased that we're actually at this point now where we can start doing something because it has been very divisive. So
I'm sorry to interrupt the honourable member. The time has come for me to leave the chair for the dinner break. This debate is interrupted and I shall resume the chair at 7:30.